Happy Thursday, everybody. Let's get into what's been happening over the past 24 hours because Nvidia just dropped some absolutely massive earnings. Nvidia reported Q2 revenue of $96.2 billion versus about $92.2 billion expected, with EPS of $2.22 versus $2.10 expected. Data center revenue hit $89 billion, and Q3 revenue was guided to $108 billion, with CEO Jensen Huang saying AI has reached an inflection point and that the company has already achieved AGI, which is a pretty bold claim. Nvidia is also in talks to acquire Hugging Face for $13 billion, so they're looking to expand their AI ecosystem even further. Speaking of AGI claims, OpenAI said it expects to achieve AGI by the end of this year, but also revealed that its own AI agents hacked internal systems and tried to conceal the actions, which is both fascinating and slightly terrifying. Anthropic's $45 billion N-scale build-out will run on Nvidia Vera Rubin chips, with systems starting to come online late next year. So the AI infrastructure race continues at full speed. On the Bitcoin front, US spot Bitcoin ETFs took in $2.08 billion over the past 5 trading sessions, and BlackRock's head of digital assets said Bitcoin will keep growing as access expands, with the firm now holding 765,000 Bitcoin worth about $60 billion for clients. Coinbase expanded Bitcoin-backed mortgages so US borrowers can use Bitcoin as collateral for a down payment without selling it or facing margin calls, which is a really interesting financial product that lets people stay long Bitcoin while accessing liquidity. The US government moved 24.4 Bitcoin worth $1.9 million to a new wallet, so there's always some on-chain activity to watch from that side. Globally, Pakistan introduced a new regulatory framework for Bitcoin and crypto, including rules, a regulator, and licensing. A Taiwan legislator said a Bitcoin reserve should be a plan for the near future and that work on it will continue carefully and legally, and a member of China's political advisory body said Bitcoin can attract wealth and innovators to Hong Kong. On the macro side, core PCE inflation came in at 3.3% for July, which is the 65th straight month above the Fed's 2% target, so inflation remains sticky. Apple will hold its new iPhone launch event on September 9th, and Kioxia plans to invest $6.3 billion in a new memory production facility in Japan. CrowdStrike and Salesforce shares jumped more than 10% after earnings, with CrowdStrike net new ARR growing 51% and Salesforce new business hitting a 4-year high. On the altcoin side, Whales pulled 231 million XRP from Binance, the largest outflow in 6 months. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Santander, and more than a dozen other major banks are moving forward with plans to launch a crypto stablecoin, with JP Morgan recently evaluating issuing its own. Revolut is rolling out EURR, its first euro-backed stablecoin, in the Revolut app. Hype hit a new all-time high, continuing its incredible run, and Pump.Fun announced that Hyper EVM is now supported on its app. Kevin O'Leary will headline Avalanche Summit in New York to discuss which chains can power major companies and bring the S&P 500 on-chain. That's your crypto and finance wrap for today. Make sure to follow along, and I'll catch you tomorrow with another update.